Major crackdown on a multi-state drug operation is sending one man to federal prison for the next 30 years. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Angela Taylor.
I'm Rod Carter. Glad you could be here. That Georgia man has now been convicted of supplying methamphetamine and other narcotics to a drug trafficking operation based here in Raleigh. CBS 17's Harrison Grubb is live for us tonight with this story. And Harrison, the man that you're talking about here is only one of 20 people convicted in this case.
Yeah, that's right. This is a very large-scale operation aimed at taking down this local drug trafficking organization. And as you mentioned, Ted Cannon, one of 20 people who have been convicted as part of this investigation.
Taking down a large group distributing drugs in Raleigh.
These defendants need to know and need to see that they will go to federal prison.
Ted Cannon, a member of the Ghostface Gangsters, who federal investigators describe as a gang in Georgia, will spend the next 3 decades in federal prison.
This was part of a huge operation that resulted in a takedown of a national leader of the Pagans Outlaw Motorcycle Gang and 20 defendants who were involved in a massive drug trafficking organization.
U.S. Attorney Michael Easley says Cannon supplied methamphetamine, other drugs, and guns to a drug trafficking organization based in Raleigh. The group's leader, Christopher Baker, will spend the rest of his life in prison. At the time of his sentencing, Easley shared these photos of items seized during the investigation. Easley tells me the operation brought drugs into Raleigh, as well as Georgia, South Carolina, West Virginia, and New Jersey.
We have to constantly be asking ourselves to push higher into the supply chain of narcotics.
And while Easley says these types of takedowns have a huge impact,
it's a great outcome, but it doesn't mean our work is done. Because when one organization gets taken out, it is quite disruptive to the flow of narcotics. But it doesn't mean that another organization won't slide into their place.
Easley says these types of operations can also be pivotal in fighting against gun trafficking. Live in Raleigh, Harrison Grubb, CBS 17 News.